Returns it to his centre-back. Across now to Ramis and back again. It's good play from Eibar. Really lovely return ball for Charles. Tries to cut onto his right foot. It's with Sergi Enrique. Diop spreads it. Orellana crosses. Block from Pedraza. Good move from the hosts. Orellana inside for Diop. And he gets it back. He's still on his feet. And it's saved at the near post by Asenjo. Good opening there for Mendilibar's team. A lovely exchange of passes with Pap Diop. A good first touch. And a powerful side foot. Pretty much straight at Asenjo. First corner of the encounter. Joan Jordan to take. Cleared by Gerard. Straight back to the taker, Jordan, who wins another corner for Eibar. Taken early. Orellana with the left foot delivery. Headed on by Charles. Too high. Encouraging signs for José Luis Mendilibar. His team begin this match in 13th. Could climb to 8th with a win. It's very congested in LaLiga Santander. Luis Garcia Plaza was speaking about that ahead of this match. He said there are very few points separating 16th and 6th. Sergi Enrique to Cucurella. Space for Jordan. Drills it low. Chukwueze with the calm pass. Forward by Cáceres to Cazorla, back to his goalkeeper and cleared now. Simple one for Ramis. Fornal's chasing. Riesgo first time away, Peña flicks on. Orellana under pressure. Ramis clears. Luis Garcia Plaza says that if we win, we'll have a good chance of competing with all those teams bunched up above them. As mentioned, if they were to win, they would be within just a few points of Betis in the European places. Quite incredible, really. However, they must be conscious of the danger. There were calls for him to give it back to the goalkeeper. He chose to pass left foot. Funes Mori did well to find Javi Fuego. Cut out by Arbia. Calmly inside for Ramis. To his right back now, Ruben Peña up the line. Sergi Enrique battling, crowded out. Javi Fuego did well in the middle there. And a miscontrol from Santi Cazorla. One back by Orellana. Sergi Enrique showing his muscle up against Pedraza. Delivers the cross with close control. Cazorla forward, chested down by Fornals. Great tackle by Jose Angel to dispossess Gaspar. He has space, but he miskicks the cross. Easy claim for Asenjo. Really strong tackle. And he had so much room to try and pick out a teammate. And just miscued. Well, typical play that from Eibar. Pressing high, winning the ball back high up the pitch. And attacking with a cross. They are the team in LaLiga Santander who've delivered most crosses this season. 513 ahead of kickoff. Very clear playing style Eibar have under Mendilibar. Good play from Jordan as he came away from Cáceres. Enrique now to Orellana, who has Peña on the overlap. Here is Peña, low cross. It was cut out by Ruiz. And Villarreal lose out. The challenge came in from Marc Cucurella on Santi Cazorla. And the whistle is blown by Santiago Jaime Latra. Free kick. Eibar have won their last 2 home matches against Villarreal. They've lost here against these opponents just once in 11 meetings. For Eibar, it was Pedraza who just strayed too far forward. Just 1 win in the last 6 matches for Eibar. And just 3 clean sheets all season. Only Huesca have kept fewer. Moreno for Chukwueze. Up against Jose Angel. Loves to cut onto that left foot, couldn't find the pass. Peña towards Orellana. And there was a foul there. Free kick for the hosts. Villarreal looking to build on a really positive result against Real Madrid on Thursday evening. 2-2 draw in which they played really well. They're yet to experience defeat under their new coach, Luis Garcia Plaza. Ipurua is a tough place to come, however. Eibar unbeaten in their last 5 games here, where they've picked up 15 points from 27 available. And they've kept clean sheets here against Leganés and Real Madrid. Of course, they beat Real Madrid 3-0. Unable to win since then, however. Sliding slowly down the table. Up to a La Liga campaign at the 17-match stage. Mendilibar spoke about their performance level. And he feels that they actually deserve more points on the board. He says we press high up the pitch and we've been creating chances, even if we've only managed to draw the last 3 games. 3 consecutive draws for Eibar, 4 games without a win. They have a free kick now with Jordan and Jose Angel standing over it. A right foot and a left foot option, plenty of height in the box. Likes of Diop, Ramis. It will be a left foot delivery towards the back post. And the whistle has gone. It was Gerard Moreno pushed to the ground. Away from home, Villarreal's form isn't too impressive. No win in 5 league games on the road. 2 draws, 3 defeats. And they've given the ball away here in a dangerous area. It's Orellana, chipped pass into the box, headed out, on by Diop, room for Jose Angel. Here's the cross, it looks like a good one, and it's headed just over by Sergi Enrique. Good chance for the number 9. This was a better cross. And Enrique got his head onto it. He was up against Victor Ruiz, but he couldn't quite direct it on target. And look how disappointed he is. Looking for his 5th goal of the season. Great touch from Gerard Moreno. However, the pass didn't match. And it was intercepted by Ruben Peña, who has the pace to get away from 2. Orellana needs help. He's pushed over there. He did very well, the Chilean. Scored in Eibar's last match before the Christmas break, a penalty to earn a point at Betis. That was his first goal since February, ending a 26-game goal drought. And he seems to be playing with confidence this afternoon. He's won this free kick. And Jordan will take it. Joan Jordan, who has 3 assists already this season. Long kick into the box towards Sergi Enrique, who climbed well, but headed wide. And he has a look at the referee. Feels he was impeded there. And he had a case. Good control from Gerard, and he was up quickly. Just let the ball slide away from him. And Villarreal concede a free kick once again. Giving away plenty of free kicks in the opening 20 minutes here at Ipurua. Jordan found Diop. Jose Angel has space. Cuts inside Chukwueze. Threads it into the box. It's with Cucurella. Picks out the man. And it's a first-time shot. And it's misdirected. But what lovely football that was from Eibar. Jordan on the volley. Good vision there from Jose Angel. Sergi Enrique spread it wide. Cucurella first time in. And Jordan with the first-time volley. Just got his angles slightly wrong. Couldn't quite execute it. Up the line from Jose Angel. Inside from Enrique. Very well read by Cáceres. 21-year-old Argentine midfielder. Given away. It's flicked back for Orellana. Charles has it. Given to Peña. cross is blocked, falls for Diop, cuts inside, Cazorla defends brilliantly. However, it's with Jordan, palmed away by Asenjo, and it's with Gaspar, who concedes the throw-in. Cucurella takes it quickly. Good spell this for Eibar. The visitors are on the back foot here. And the home fans beginning to make themselves heard. Another foul, another free kick for Eibar. Victor Ruiz, the side for Jose Angel. Inside by Orellana, who's switched flanks. Chukwueze, dispossessed by Cucurella. Jose Angel driving forward. Goes beyond Gaspar. There's the cross to the back post. Met by Peña. Cleared by Cáceres. Danger not away. And on the volley from Charles, it's deflected off for a corner. Well, Eibar are knocking on the door here. And they're getting closer and closer. Villarreal had chances to clear. And in the end, from close range, a powerful volley from Charles. Left back Jose Angel to take this corner. Cleared at the near post, headed in by Cucurella. Sergi Enrique was offside. Well, there are concerns here for Luis Garcia Plaza. His team certainly on the back foot in the opening 23.5 minutes. Some chances for Orellana, Sergi Enrique, Jordan, and then Charles. After the visitors had tested Riesgo inside 60 seconds. A low shot by Pablo Fornals. It's as close as they've come since then. Mendilibar's team taking control of this contest against the team 5 points beneath them in the table. Eibar began this contest in 13th, Villarreal in 17th. Another look now at the volley from Charles, and he was claiming, I think, handball. It was volleyed against Funes Mori from such close range. Hooked away by Javi Fuego, now with Fornals. Cazorla did well to find him. He's up against Ramis. Shows his experience and his strength. Very good defending there from the 34-year-old. Free kick taken swiftly. Diop challenging with Chukwueze. Jose Angel has it back from Sergi Enrique inside for Cucurella. Half tackled by Fuego. Once again, Enrique had it. Gaspar back to the goalkeeper and cleared long. Pap Diop is still down for the home team. And it looks like Villarreal may have been given a free kick there inside the Eibar half. Arbia and Gerard coming together. This was the challenge between Chukwueze and Diop, which left the Senegalese midfielder injured. He's up now. And Villarreal very swiftly go all the way back to Asenjo, having taken a free kick in a promising offensive position. Well, they still have possession with Gerard Moreno. Diop intervenes. Wonderful touch by Santi Cazorla. And back the Yellow Submarine go. Once again to Asenjo. Once again kicks long. Easy for Ramis. Flicked on by Sergi Enrique. Picked up now by Jordan. He's looking for Cucurella. And Mario Gaspar had to get the challenge right and did. At the moment, it's one-way traffic. It's the red and blue of Eibar coming forward almost relentlessly. And this is Ruben Peña with the cross. It's a good one, flicked on by Asenjo. And off for Eibar's fourth corner of the match. Jose Angel to take. Can he clear the first man this time? Waste volleys away. And there's no outlet for the visitors. Back pass was by Ruben Peña. And Asier Riesgo has time and space. And his defence organised themselves. Arbia comes short. Jose Angel dropping off. Arbia with the forward pass. Great touch from Charles. Inside by Jordan. Diop spreads it. This is Orellana. He's got 4 teammates getting into the box. But he couldn't quite get beyond the challenge. However, it's now with Jordan. Peña crosses, away by Fuego. Gerard gave it away, Diop wide. Orellana has men to aim for. Fuego flicks it on, Cucurella's there. Claims for a penalty. Eibar still have it. It's with Joan Jordan from distance. And he drags it wide. Here's a look at the penalty claim. And it did strike Mario Gaspar on the arm. Well, it's Ignacio Iglesias Villanueva in charge of VAR this afternoon. He will be in contact with the referee Santiago Jaime Ladra right now. Very clear that that ball struck Gaspar on the arm. The question is, was it deliberate handball? Was it a clear refereeing error to allow play to continue? And the verdict is no. The cross from Cucurella struck him from close range. And the handball wasn't deliberate. Sergi Enrique had space, couldn't quite pick out Cucurella. Cáceres back to Asenjo. Left foot clearance. He did well, and it's going on towards Chukwueze. Gerard challenging, Pap Diop with a calmness in the midfield. Recalled today in place of Gonzalo Escalante, and he's such a wonderful presence in the Eibar midfield. That's a ball forward by Fornals, but Gerard had strayed offside. Riesgo needs his shoelaces tied up. A tricky job with goalkeeping gloves on. And look at that. It looks as if Gerard Moreno was onside there and would have been clean through on goal. Here's another replay of the Gaspar handball incident. He himself admits it hit him on the arm, but from such a close distance. Was it deliberate? It certainly didn't look like it. Carlos Baca among the substitutes today. He has 7 goals in all competitions this season. Ekambi also on the bench, 9 goals in all competitions this season for Villarreal. So there are goals on the bench for Luis Garcia Plaza. Here is Gerard. Back to Gaspar. Space now for Gerard Moreno. And he drives forward. Needs support. Chukwueze with the right foot cross. And the whistle is blown. Looks as if the teenager was offside. And if he was, that was needless. Has to hold his run better. Chukwueze making his 8th consecutive league start today. Just 19 years of age. The Nigerian winger. Orellana moving inside. Goes to ground and he is fouled. And Eibar once again have a free kick and the chance to deliver into the box. The foul was by Alfonso Pedraza. And Jordan is placing this ball down. Ramis is coming forward. Arbia is already forward. Diop's there. Sergi Enrique, Charles. Plenty of height. Plenty of experience. Jose Angel also standing over this set piece. He would offer the in-swinging option. It's Jose Angel into the box, and it's a simple catch in the end for Sergio Asenjo. And he finds Samuel Chukwueze. Couldn't get beyond Cucurella. Back with Riesgo. Warmly applauded that pass by the home fans. Charles with the flick. Wide by Funes Mori. Pedraza up the line for Cazorla. Neatly done, it's with Pablo Fornals. There's the cross. Eibar have it with Jordan. Spins inside Cáceres and tries to release Charles. The Brazilian couldn't keep it in. Gaspar will take the throw-in. He's returning from a one-match suspension today. Space for Orellana. What can he do with it? Well, he's got Peña on the overlap. Invites him forward. Challenge is made. Orellana is there once again. Keeps it in. Ramis closed down by Gerard. And it was Ruben Peña who was well offside. Well, Fabian Orellana has great energy about him today. Playing really well on the right flank for Eibar. Chilly afternoon in the Basque Country. Substitutes covered in thick rugs. Wearing scarves, gloves, hats, etc. Around about 4 degrees Celsius. Jordan loses out. It's now with Cazorla. Javi Fuego with the spin. Back to Cazorla. He turns onto his right foot. Spreads it out to Chukwueze. Nice move this from the visitors. And it was inside for Fornals. First time shot. Too high. Well, it's Villarreal's first effort at goal since the opening minute. With 10 minutes until half-time, very much the home team on top. And they are strong here at Ipurua. A reminder, they beat Real Madrid 3-0 here. That was at the end of November. Since that win, they lost at Rayo and have then drawn 3 consecutive matches. They've got some defending to do now. It's Gerard Moreno and Jose Angel with a robust challenge. Eibar drew 4-4 here against Levante in a crazy game. And then 1-1 with Valencia before picking up a point at Betis just before the break. Should be a simple one to deal with. It's cleared as far as Javi Fuego. Keeps it central, it's with Cazorla now wide with Chukwueze. There's the cross, Peña away. Picked up by Pedraza, shoots just wide. Well, Alfonso Pedraza has scored this season. Scored a 90th minute equaliser against Levante in week 11. That was at La Ceramica. Funes Mori manages to let that ball bounce out under pressure from Cucurella. The Argentine playing with that white bandage across his forehead today. Can Villarreal break now? They have it with Gerard Moreno up against Rames, trying to get himself into the box and does so. There's the cross. Peña's under pressure. And what a calm head he kept. He found Orellana and he has it back now. And number 11 goes up the line. Header was by Ruiz. Took a little deflection off Enrique. And the yellow submarine take the throw in early. It's with Fornals. Back now with Cáceres. Former Vélez Sarsfield midfielder, just 21. The number 5 for Villarreal. Free kick taken swiftly, chested down by Gerard. Onto his left foot. And given straight to Charles. José Ángel clears with the outside of his boot. And Cucurella fouls there. Foul was on Javi Fuego. Well, Javi Fuego, 34 years of age, making his second start of the season, having started on Thursday night at home to Real Madrid. Here's another look at this. Excellent piece of defending by 27-year-old Ruben Peña. Ángel on the left and Ruben Peña on the right. Very direct team. Physical team. Press you high up the pitch. Love to cross into the box for the likes of Charles, Enrique and Quique Garcia, who's on the bench today. Quique Garcia got the winner last time these teams met, which was here last February. Flicked on by Chukwueze. Cáceres had time and space. It's with Ruiz. Long ball towards Gerrard.
Clear that it's an important game in the weekend, and we all know that. So it will be positive for the.
Cross straight to the goalkeeper. Here's the moment again.
It's a clear handball.
Foul was actually by Fabian Orellana. Caught him on the left foot. Painful one. But Moreno is up. This is towards Chukwueze. He has it back from Gerrard.
Angels had a few runners as well, so it's, I think for the young
Tras el salón de las fiestas navideñas y con los mejores deseos de felicidad, este año 2019 recibimos hoy a la Peña de Racing Italia. Fue constituida en diciembre de 2013 en homenaje a nuestro gran John Errázuriz, que con el oso a la espalda ascendería como capitán de nuestro equipo a la primera división. John Errázuriz se convertiría así en el primer Eibar en jugar en la máxima categoría vistiendo la camiseta de la Sociedad Deportiva Eibar. La responsabilidad está adscrita a la Federación Internacional de Peñas de la Sociedad Deportiva Eibar desde su asamblea constituyente el 25 de marzo de 2017.
Villarreal. Goalless so far. These teams came into this contest in 13th and 17th place, both short. But it has been Eibar who've come closest. 4 or 5 chances during the opening 45 minutes. As
the second half. Vital Borkerman's team, Jordan, with the advantage, courtesy of Anas Bani Yassin's header on 26 minutes. Massimo Luongo has reappeared. It would seem from looking around the Australian team, though, that Josh Risdon has not. Not sure whether that's an injury or not, but Ryan Grant is going to come on for his competitive debut for Australia. So that is the half-time change for the Socceroos. In terms of the context of the match, all very similar to Graham Arnold's Asian Cup debut all the way back in 2007 in his first spell in charge of the Roos. That day they played Oman and they trailed by a goal to nil, only for Tim Cahill to get them out of jail in stoppage time and salvage a point. There is Ryan Grant, Sydney FC defender, confirming he is replacing the Western Sydney Wanderer, Josh Risdon, at half-time. 68 places between these two in the FIFA rankings, but at times it hasn't looked like it in the first half. As Jordan get things moving again, second period. What do Australia need to do to turn things around, Sasha Ognanovsky?
For me, Simon, they need to just a bit more composure in that front third. They're trying to deliver crosses into Jamie McLaren, who's possibly our shortest player. If we got a player, a striker like that, drill the ball straight across the goal on the floor. It'll make it harder for the defenders, and he'll zip in front. They haven't been able to deliver anything of any substance to him yet. Anything in the air gets eaten up by the two central defenders for Jordan. And there's Baniatir again, just picking up where he left off, breaking up the play once more.
Let's see if they can find a solution to the conundrum. Trent Sainsbury, who gave away that free kick in the second half, from which Bahar Abdurrahman struck the crossbar after a fine fingertip save from Matt Ryan. 2-0 it really would have been an uphill task for the defending champions. As it is, they still have it all to do. Here's Milos Degenek, sliding it out towards Aziz Bayic. Ryan does love to attack down the right-hand side. That's a half-time. Look to get back on terms, and Grant looking to sneak in behind, but it drops for Mobile, who fires it across, and it's fingertipped away by Shafi, which keeps it away from the clutches of Jamie McLaren and the other on-rushing Australian attackers. That's a good start to the second half, though, for Australia. They got in behind, which they struggled to do, particularly down that right-hand side first half.
Well, there's a lot of movement there. We saw Ryan Grant move forward and then come back inside, open the space up for Awar Mobile. More movement, dragging players across. That's what they need to do.
Milligan. And now Degenek. Jordan have to be careful. They don't sit too deep and invite pressure for the whole of this second half. Still a long way to go. Little touch by Altamari. Ploy by Jordan. Sainsbury having a stretch to keep it away from Yassin Al-Bakit. He did so fairly in the opinion of the ref. Tommy Rogic with a shot, which was never going to trouble Amr Shafi, but the signs at the outset of this second half a little bit more encouraging for the Australians, Sasha.
Yeah, well, it is. They're playing in a more advanced role. They've pushed Ryan Grant in an advanced role when the Socceroos have the ball. And I'm sure that Graham Arnold told his centre halves also carry the ball into the space. As you saw, there was no pressure there on Trent Sainsbury in his delivery.
Anas Yassine, steady work by the goal scorer. That's adjudged as a foul by Degenek on Yusuf Al-Rawashda.
Lunging challenge there by Degenek. Not much in it, but he did cop it's like a corky.
I think it's his momentum that causes the problem, isn't it, for Al-Rawashda? Adjudged as a foul. Matt Ryan's come a long way to claim this one. And a safe pair of hands.
Excellent goalkeeping there.
Bajic around Bani Attia. Not many have done that this afternoon. But he can't produce the release to match. That's an intelligent header by Al-Rawashda for Al-Tamri, who gets away from Degenek. Bajic across to help. Still Al-Tamri. Oh, now Al-Tamri was late on Bajic, and you can hear the screams of pain from the Australian fullback. And it's a yellow card for Musa Al-Tamri.
That's his second late challenge for the game. One on Mark Milligan in the first half. And this one on Aziz Bajic. Probably made a bit more of it than what it was. But late nonetheless there by Musa Al-Tamri. There it is.
Yeah, he's caught him right flush on the ankle bone, hasn't he? That doesn't tickle. Graham Arnold pondering a second change presently. Meantime, Sainsbury, laid off by Mobile. Luongo, it's not an awful lot of width. Mobile trying to provide some. Solid challenge by Firas Shelbaya.
Good positive start by the Socceroos. Really pushing Jordan deep into their own area.
Milligan puts it into an area inside the area for Robbie Cruz, and it's Tarek Khattab that puts it behind.
Just forced them on the back foot in the early stages of this second half. Have the Socceroos.
See if they can find an equaliser. Played short for Bajic. All clutcher players at that back post. I think it came off Bani Attia last. Ryan Grant not fooled by the dummy from Al-Bakit, and he's continued the run forwards, and he's earned Australia another corner as they continue their second half pressure. The Asian Cup holders.
Bright start for Ryan Grant. Always loves running forward and running past players. Just got to be careful going the other way though.
Mobile's corner off Anas Yassine, controlled by Aziz Bajic, and just a little too much elevation.
Well, it's better delivery, but nobody's attacking it there in the middle. A free header to Anas Yassine to clear the danger. Bit high there from Aziz Bajic.
There's a little bit more purpose about Australia's work. This is Yassine Al-Bakit. Looking to attack Ryan Grant to get to the byline. He's done really well. It's a dangerous ball in. Steered away for now by Aziz Bajic. Retrieved by Musa Al-Tamri. Al-Tamri, oh, it had plenty of power, didn't it? But way off beam.
And that's the danger right there for the Socceroos. The quick transition. Drop of the shoulder and a dangerous cross into the area. Rawashda nearly getting to the end. Nearly getting his head onto it. And then the ever-dangerous Al-Tamri cutting onto his preferred left foot.
A decent little counter-punch thrown by Jordan. They've been on the back foot since the game resumed. Australia going to bring on another attacking player shortly. Chris Economides is stripped and ready to go. And Sainsbury again allowed to advance unchallenged into the box. And nobody got a final touch on the end of that. It will be a goal kick for Jordan.
You see Jordan, when Australia's got possession, they almost go into a back six.
Here's that change for Australia. Chris Economides for Robbie Cruz. Is that a good change by Graham Arnold, Sasha?
For me, yes. Player in fantastic form. On for a player who hasn't been in great form for his country in particular. Let's see if what we see in the A-League with Perth Glory. Chris Economides has been in fine form, scoring goals. Let's see if he can bring that to the Socceroos. Also, Altamari there, put offside. Wasn't ready for that pass.
And Australia immediately sweep downfield. This is Said Merjan.
Jordanians will be happy with that. Just breaks the momentum. That's what they want from their big man there, Said Al Merjan. Hold up the ball, the winner flowing. Jordanians in no rush.
Sainsbury now having to give chase. Al-Bakit, oh, it's wonderful play by Yassine Al-Bakit. But he just couldn't provide the final ball. They get a corner, Jordan. It might have been more. Tricky wing play by Al-Bakit.
Fantastic wing play there by Al-Bakit. Sainsbury turning one way and the other. Had no idea where his player was. And he wins the corner for his team.
Which Al Mabil is in a hurry for Jordan to take. Jordan just started to come out of their shell, potentially. Low delivery by Altamari. This is Khalil Baniatia. Wow.
Wouldn't have that been something, Simon?
In fact, it was Yassine Al-Bakit. My apologies.
Struck with some venom there.
Plays his club football here in the Emirates for Diba Al-Fujairah. He certainly played his part here today for Jordan. Al-Rawash there, not quite able to release Altamari.
What they're looking for their top man there. Altamari, every chance they get.
Awad Mabil. Gets it back off Bajic. A drop here for Luongo. Squared up for Mark Milligan. Off the head of McLaren. Oh, it's a bit of a mix-up there for Jordan inside their own penalty area. Eventually, Al-Ajlid got it out of harm's way. Just a touch of miscommunication could have been fatal for Jordan.
Cheeky little pass there by Mark Milligan. A little chip into Jamie McLaren. Done ever so well to put it in a dangerous position. Nobody following up there for the Socceroos. Bit of confusion between the centre half and the goalkeeper. Could be the danger.
Jordan fans lifting the noise levels once again. Perhaps believing their team has weathered this little Australian storm, but it's still a long way to go. Swept out by Milligan towards Ryan Grant. Degenek. Sainsbury. Economides. 6 goals and a couple of assists for Perth Glory. Just 8 matches in the A-League in Australia this season. Here he is again on the ball. Aziz Bajic. Luongo just looking for an angle. Oh, now edge of the box. Bajic went down in a bit of a tangle of legs with Al-Rawash there, and the eagle-eyed Ahmed Al-Kaf did not miss that. Right on the spot, and says free kick Australia.
Here it is.
Tell you what, that's mighty close to the penalty area, isn't it?
It is an obstruction there of Aziz Bajic, just stood in his way. Fell inside. Initial contact was made outside. Another free kick in a dangerous area for Australia. Let's see if the delivery can be better.
Let's see if Shafi comes flying out with the fist to punch the ball again.
And whether the attack on the ball can be better from the Socceroos.
Degenek and Milligan offside at the moment. Slow and flats by Mobile are not particularly effective. Rogic can't reel it in. Eventually it's heavy off the boots of Ryan Grant.
Great defensive header there by Said Al-Merjan. There's the free kick again. Great clearing header.
We played just over an hour in Al Ain. Jordan's lead still intact. Jamie McLaren scampering after this one. Our Mobile in support. And there was a connection with Anas Badi Yassin. Another free kick Australia, a bit further out this one.
They're putting him under pressure now. Trying to get him behind the Jordanians. A few set pieces in a row now. Let's see what they can do with this one. Mobile on the ball again.
A whole string of Australians looking to attack it. Really good header at the end from Tariq Khattab.
Defended well again there by the Jordanians.
Milligan playing in a more advanced role. Tommy Rogic stung the palms of Shafi. Economides on the follow-up, and Shafi drops gratefully on the ball. And Australia still search for that all-important equaliser.
There it was. That's why you want Rogic. Graham Arnold wants Rogic in those positions because he can do that. Shafi couldn't hold it. Economides the first to get there. Bit of a miss hit in the end. But Australia looking a lot better in this first period of the second half.
Sure, Graham Arnold wants a little bit more out of Tommy Rogic, particularly in the absence, as we said in the first half, of some of his bigger name stars. Aaron Boyd, Daniel Arzani, Andrew Naboots not available today after picking up a groin injury yesterday.
It's about where he's going to pick up the ball, Simon. Whether he's further away from goal or closer to goal, where he's more dangerous.
Economides, Bajic driving towards the byline. It's well defended at the end by Firas Shelbaya. Degenek strong enough to hold off the advances of Musa Al-Tamari.
No respite for the Jordanians. Australia really turning the screws on him.
Mobile cleverly done to keep it away from Al-Rawash there, but he's been penalised for a high boot.
Just gives the Jordanians time to reset, catch their breath.
Fair to say, Graham Arnold didn't agree with that decision.
Not happy with that one at all.
It just gives Jordan that.
Sure, Vital Borkermans will be happy with Bani Yassin just turning the ball over like that. Puts his team back under pressure again.
Can they maintain their discipline for the final 25 minutes or so? And pull off a famous win. Milligan, Economides. Milligan again, Rogic, Australia trying to move Jordan around. Ryan Grant to clip it into the box. Economides, difficult one to control.
It was a difficult one to control. You can see what they're trying to do. Move that Jordanian defence around, get him behind and deliver across.
Economides looking to make an impact after getting his first goal at international level in the final pre-Asian Cup friendly against Oman. And that game was pretty comfortable for the Socceroos. Today has been much less so. Ryan has to hurry. Oh, and Sainsbury having a stretch.
Dangerous play, they've got away with it, the Socceroos. A couple of short passes there, putting teammates under pressure.
Here come Jordan. Oh, that was a stinging drive, wasn't it, from Saeed Merjan?
Fantastic play there by Yassin El-Bakit.
And Merjan has remained prone on the deck, injured himself in the process of having that effort on goal. The Jordan crowd wants Australia to put the ball out in the end, while Ajalin does it for them. Is it just a touch of cramp? It looks that way. Matt Ryan eager to lend a hand.
Well, this was the strike. Hit with some venom by Saeed El-Marjan. Very comfortable in the end for the Socceroos goalkeeper, Matty Ryan.
Saeed Merjan from the Al Wadat club, one of the big two in Jordan, playing at his third Asian Cup. Very much a key figure in that midfield trio that has done so well to hold Australia at bay.
Well, he's been clever in getting himself forward as well, Simon.
He's been the more advanced of the three, hasn't he?
Late runs into the area. Again, a bit of respite for the Jordanian defence.
It looks as though he might struggle to continue, and Vital Borkelmans is just asking what on earth is going on. Jordan down to 10 just for the moment. Australia looking to profit from that. Squared up by Luongo for Rogic. Everybody inside the penalty area, it seems, for Jordan, including Al Rawashter, who got a... This is a risky game Jordan are playing.
It is, particularly sitting so deep.
Sainsbury, Economides with room to turn. Luongo goes down inside the box. No suggestion of a penalty. Tarek Khattab to clear. Al-Tamari takes a tumble. And Deganek is penalised. Those two have had a bit of a running battle this afternoon.
Well, he just turned to run over the... chase down that ball that went over the top. Clattered straight into Deganek. Here's a challenge earlier by Tarek Khattab.
No, shoulder to shoulder.
Nothing in that one.
Saeed Merjan is back with us, and what a towering header there. Here he is again on the ball. Economides doing his defensive duty. Very nearly allowing the ball to wriggle free of his control. Al Rawashter And that should be Ryan's, and is.
Tame cross in the end, easy to deal, easily dealt with by Matty Ryan. Moments in the front third for Jordan, just gives them a little bit of respite from defending. But for me, they're sitting too far back.
The question remains, though, Sasha, and we've asked this one a few times in the past, recent past, about Australia. We thought the question had been answered, given that they've scored 13 goals in the 4 internationals under Graham Arnold. But where are the goals going to come from?
Well, that's the question mark, isn't it? We know Konomidis is in goal-scoring form in the A-League. Jackson Irvine's on the bench. He scored a few goals as well for his club team.
It's clever play by Mobile. It's just a bit narrow for Australia. Thump clear by Tarek Katab.
What a touch there by Tamara.
Oh, how about that from Altamari? And credit too to Massimo Luongo, who ensured he didn't add another little highlight to his reel by going on and perhaps putting Matt Ryan under pressure. He's a super player, isn't he? Great talent. Musa Altamari.
Fantastic. So positive. Whenever he gets the ball, he looks to run forward, looks to run at defenders.
Milligan. Rogic. Ryan Grant available.
There's not a lot of movement. Needs to be runs off the ball, runs in behind.
Jordan are well set defensively. And again, Australia forced to turn back into the final 20 minutes.
They'll be very happy because they can see everything in front of them, Simon.
Konomidis, now Bajic is in behind, low delivery, oh, and scooped over by Rogic. Didn't get the contact required.
What a chance there for Tommy Rogic to equalise for Australia. Great interplay, great ball by Aziz Bajic. He didn't whip it high, along the ground on Tommy Rogic's favoured left foot. He couldn't even test the keeper. Really needs to do better in that situation, Tommy Rogic.
Jordan are going to make a change. And they're going to withdraw their main man, Musa Altamari, and replace him with Baha Faisal, striker from Al Wadat. But he's been a joy to watch, and I'm sure there's a lot more to come from Musa Altamari in this particular competition and beyond. Claimed an assist for the goal that still divides the two teams, scored by Anas Bani Yassin in the 26th minute. Baha Faisal, a more centrally minded striker. He can perhaps be the outlet as Jordan look to protect that slender advantage.
Interesting move there by Vital Borkermans.
Bajic, not a bad delivery. It's a weak clearance. Konomidis. Tarek Katab holds them up, Australia. And Firas Shelbaya completes the clearance, and that's a clever header by Baha Faisal. Gets it back offside. Mojan could be in here for a second. Baha Faisal, what an introduction. That would have been off the bench for Jordan.
Oh, what a chance for the Jordanians. Baha Faisal winning the header, knocking it down to Saeed Al-Mujan. Tame effort in the end. Just a little warning shot at Australia not to fall asleep there. It was a simple clearance.
Luongo. Bit of a nothing ball in the end from the Queen's Park Rangers midfielder. Khalil Bani Atir has clattered into Awa Mobile. It is a clear case of obstruction by the Australian.
Looked like a bit of a head clash there too.
Crucial respite for Jordan.
Well, they were on the break there, Simon. Referee didn't play the advantage. And There's the other change for Australia.
And Massimo Luongo has been withdrawn. And Jackson Irvine, the Hull City midfielder, takes his place. His 26th cap. He did score off the bench against Oman last time out in that friendly.
Scored a fantastic goal.
Well, what
Simon.
Australia wouldn't give for something like that here today.
Playing in an advanced role there. Jackson Irvine almost in the number 10 role.
Well, he can play anywhere in that midfield, can't he? As a 6 or an 8 or a 10. Very versatile player. Could he be the man to unlock the Jordanian defence? Again, they're sat very deep. This is Rogic. Flighted delivery towards Bajic, who might not have been expecting it to drop for him. He hooked it back across the face with his right boot. Australia will have to go all the way back and start again through Matt Ryan. And we're into the final quarter of an hour. Economides, they find the space momentarily, Australia. Not for long enough, and now the counter is potentially on. Oh, Rawash there on the right. And he's collected by Economides. Needless foul, silly one really for Australia to give away.
He's done really well there, Rawash there. Economides, no need to dive in there. Give away a silly foul.
Clumsy.
Just lets the Jordanians off the hook, really.
Clumsy and unnecessary.
Gives them time to waste some time, set up a set piece for the big centre halves to get forward.
Bahar Abdurrahman to whip it in. Now there are 1 or 2 shouts for handball there against Bajic. Well, Australia had a shout for a penalty in the first half at that end of the ground. And you can see by the reaction of Vital Borkermans, the Jordanian coach, they thought that should have been a spot kick.
But it looked like he headed it onto his hand there, Simon.
Anyway, neither appeal given. Still 1-0. Mobile to sling it in. Too high for Economides, and the bounce defeats Bajic. Here it is again. Yeah, off his head and onto his arm.
Well, that's a handball there.
You've seen them given.
Australia lucky to get away with that one, as were Jordan in the first half.
Time starting to be very much of the essence for Graham Arnold's team. 12.5 minutes of normal time to go. Economides trying to disguise it for Mobile. Disguised it so well, he fooled his own teammate. Here's Mobile a second time. Oh, and Mobile! Oh! Thumps off the post. And Australia was so close to an equaliser.
Confusion in the box there from the Jordanian defence. Omar Mobile, fantastic strike, hits the upright.
It's the closest they've come all day. Here's Mobile again, the cutback for McLaren. Will it drop for Jackson Irvine? Not quite. Jordan survived for now. Syed Merjan trying to lead the attack the other way. It's clever interplay involving Yassin Al-Bakit, but a good sliding challenge by Sainsbury. Al-Bakit has remained down, a touch of cramp potentially. Jordan hanging on, Mobile. And out it goes. off Salim Al-Ajalin for an Australian throw-in. Tense moments here in Al Ain.
Jordan just holding on to this slender lead that they have. Another Jordanian down with cramp.
And that's about the most work that Matt Ryan has had to do in this second half. Help out the opposition with their issues with cramp.
Might get a physio role for the Jordanian national team.
But crucially, he's been the goalkeeper that's been beaten tonight.
It's good interplay there and a timely challenge by Trent Sainsbury to break up that play. Omar Shafi. Two best chances have fallen to that man there.
The upright to the rescue of the goalkeeper. Mobile and Australia denied. Al-Bakit still receiving attention. Stretcher is on again.
Well, they need to get him off the field, don't they, once the stretcher's on?
Yeah, that's what the referee is intimating.
Just time wasting by the Jordanian.
And again, Jordan will continue with 10 for the time being. And again, Vital Borkemans is out to the edge of the technical zone. So what's going on? Do I need to make a change? Meantime, long throw by Grant. Irvine couldn't reach it. Thump clear by Firas Shelbaya. Anywhere will do for Jordan. They've been so disciplined, but can they hang on? Punched in by Grant and Jackson Irvine. Got good contact, but not the direction he wanted.
Fantastic opportunity. Great cross there by Grant. Jackson Irvine really should have done better. Free header in the end. Just needed to direct it toward goal. Unfortunately for the Socceroos, he couldn't.
Yassim Al-Bakit is back with us. Jordan back up to their full complement. Australia now leading the shot count 10-8. Jordan have the one that matters. Australia were to lose, it would be only their second reverse to an AFC nation in 21 matches. Grant's cross, Economides, spilled by the goalkeeper, and they appeal for a penalty. More vociferously this time, Jackson Irvine in particular. They feel Jamie McLaren was perhaps impeded, nothing doing. Corner taken quickly, slung in by our Mobile. Can he pick out a teammate? Too high for Irvine. Another corner for Australia.
There's a chance for Jordan to regroup. Australia really turning the screws. Another set piece for him.
10th corner of the game. Australia have had 8 of them. Mobile with the latest of them. And Shafi again, happy to punch clear.
And the final substitution of the match sees Carlos Baca come on for Gerard Moreno. Baca scored 2 goals in a 3-1 win here last season with Sevilla. Well, what can the Colombian deliver in the remaining 5 minutes? Straight into the action. And his team have a free kick. Fornals takes. It's to Funes Mori, and it's a wonderful chance. What about the chance just now for Ramiro Funes Mori? The delivery was really good from Fornals. Arbia is driving forward for the hosts. Just 4 minutes remain. Gaspar makes the clearance, blocks the cross. Eibar have the throw-in. Eibar, of course, had drawn 3 consecutive matches ahead of kickoff. If they draw this one, it will be the first time they've drawn 4 in a row in the Spanish top flight. They don't have long to find a winner. Jose Angel with a deep cross, and there's nobody there. Orellana tries to close it down. Escalante had read it well. Oliveira hooks it out towards Cucurella. Baca did well. And Baca has it back from Chukwueze. Fornals is bursting forward, so too is Ekambi. It's Baca, and it's saved. Really lovely move from Villarreal, one of their best of the match. And from a tight angle, it was going to take something extraordinary to beat Riesgo there. And Carlos Baca couldn't manage it. Flick on by Quique. Forward by Escalante. Sergi Enrique is tripped there by Cáceres. And the 21-year-old is really disappointed with that decision. Santiago Jaime Ladra just goes over to have a word with Luis Garcia. He clearly didn't like the decision. It did look like a trip. So Eibar, with less than 2 minutes remaining, have another opportunity to deliver into the box. Orellana and Jose Angel, the 2 options to take it. Jose Angel with the left foot, and it just needed a touch. Nobody got it, and Asenjo was able to make the block. Can Eibar find this winning goal? Just a minute remains. They've looked the more likely team to score. And Orellana has stolen possession. Cuts inside, Fabian Orellana. Squares it, cleared off the line. It comes to Cucurella, and it's over the bar. So nearly the breakthrough. Fabian Orellana did brilliantly up against Pedraza. He came inside Ruiz. He picked out Escalante.